Anonymous.
Scorpio. Turn it down real quick. Scorpio, what's popping with y'all, man? Checking what you guys will do your August monthly. Take everything I say with a grain of salt because things can and will change based on the choice and decisions that you make. Please be aware that the choice and decisions that you do make can and will affect the people around you, so please use discernment. Also, I'm a blunt reader, so please don't take everything I say to the butt cheek. If you guys are wanting to book a personal with me, check the description box below. It has a link to my website. It also has my email address in there as well. Pick and choose, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you. Also, I do want to let you guys know I'm doing a giveaway this month. The cutoff date is on the 15th of this month. I'll announce the winner that following Friday. I'm not sure. I believe I did say it was the 18th. But yeah, if you guys want to participate, just drop your name in the comment section and I will do a drawing. And I will release the winners in the front row with them and the yin and the yang. So it'll be an ongoing thing. Newcomers, welcome. Everyone who's, returning, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I believe that does cover all the announcements that I had to make. Oh, also make sure you watch all the different placements in your chart, not just your sun, moon, and rising. I know I probably did forget to say that in those other videos, but yeah. So let's get it started, Scorpio. Give me some messages for Scorpio in the month of August. What they need to know, what they need to see, what they need to be aware of. Okay. Okay, so it's like you're going on a journey out here. Actually, this feels like you're going in circles. Looking at this now, this is like you could be trying to take on way too much, like way too many burdens, way too many responsibilities, I should say. Put some things to the side. Focus on the things that you can take care of, not the things that you really don't have any control of, if that's making any sense. Because it's like, I do see like where you're overwhelmed, like you feel kind of trapped, like there's no space for you to breathe. And it's because you may be committing to a whole bunch of things to appease people, to make people happy. Don't worry about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, get yourself together. I am seeing it's like where you may be feeling like other people are more important, but no, like you still have to care and love and nurture for yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to coast by, but it's like you don't have to feel alone, if that's making any sense. If somebody's making you feel like you're doing things by yourself, then it's best that you separate. You know what I mean? Because you can do bad by yourself. You can't always just like linger around and help other people. Like, you got to heal yourself too, if that's making any sense. It's not your job to sit here and care for other people, other than what you are responsible for, i.e. kids. You know what I mean? Okay, so there could be a promotion on the under. This is something that you've been waiting around for, but it's like you got to really have the confidence within yourself. I kind of feel like this is the reason why it's on the under. So it's like you need to start like stop being so pessimistic or telling yourself that this isn't going to happen or you won't get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're creating these negative effects that's going to happen to you. Stay positive and like roll with the punches pretty much. Like, change is inevitable. That's something that you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? So I am seeing a promotion out here. I'm seeing upgrades. I'm seeing balance being restored. Foundation actually being set. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you're not going to feel alone as you have been feeling alone. If you guys have been feeling alone. But it's like, this feels like you're feeling like you have to take care of everything by yourself. And it's like pretty soon you're not going to feel like that anymore. If that's making any sense. Like, things are going the way that it's supposed to go. All you have to do is just remain in control of the things that you can control, not the things that you can't control. Ten and 10. 10. The ancestors are around you. There's some loved one around you for sure. I feel like they're giving you insights and clues and regards to like the changes that are coming ahead. They're telling you like to stay cool, calm, and collective. Like, just release all type of anxiety that you may have. Like, it's gonna work out, even though you may not be able to have full foresight of what's going on. Like, some of the best things happen when it's unexpected. I'll leave it I'll leave it on that note. You feel what I'm saying? But stay disciplined, stay structured. Rid yourself of anything that's like negative. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't need that anyway. Like, you have so many positive changes that are coming to you, in the month of August. Like, you can't even focus on the negative. There's so much good around you, Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Also, like, Lionsgate is on the 8th as well. Those are the best times to focus on your manifestations and your wishes. You feel what I'm saying? Let's put these, because I didn't use these yet. But for the most part, Scorpio, stay positive. There's a whole lot of endings and beginnings for you. And it's like, I kind of feel like you got a whole lot of things in perspective. Like, honestly, this feels like you have made a whole bunch of these changes. Like, a lot of things don't even bother you no more. You're like, and so what? You know what I mean? Give me some message for Scorpio in the month of August. The month of August. What do they need to know? What do they need to see and what they need to be aware of? Don't worry about people's judgment against you. It's because you're misunderstood, Scorpio. A lot of people don't understand where you're coming from, and that's because of how private you are. Everyone always makes assumptions about everyone, right? Especially with Scorpio, because you guys are very private. You like to stay to yourself, things of that nature. And so people are like, man, like, what's up with Scorpio? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you may have a lot of people like trying to, you know, suit you, date you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole lot of people are curious about you. And you're just like, no, like, it's a privilege to be around me and not a right. You feel what I'm saying? So, cool. Look, celestial rim is in reverse. So in the same sense, I feel like your spirit guides are trying to get in contact with you. And it's in regards to like your next move. That's what I say. It's like your spirit guides are out here. They're really trying to get your attention. Like, especially if you feel stuck, you feel stagnant, like things aren't as bright as it usually is for you. If you feel like things are very gloomy, your ancestors are trying to tell you, it's like, no, we're still here. It's like, pay attention to us though. You know what I'm saying? Ascending in reverse, I feel like this is where you're feeling stuck at. You feel what I'm saying? Look, there's 8 and 8 again. If you break that down, that 2-6 with that 8, that would bring up a tower moment. So it's like, expect the unexpected, but in the same sense, like, expect the worst, but pray for the best. In the same sense, like, there could be a couple of Scorpios that are like expecting the worst and they're praying for the worst. Like, I know this is gonna happen, so yeah, I'm ready for it. Like, no, don't be ready for war on some negative shit. Like, try to avoid the negative shit. Like, don't step into bullshit, step around the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Otherworld. This shit again is like, this is showing me where like your spirit guides are trying to tap in with you. You feel what I'm saying? It's like literally, it's like if you ever, okay, I'm gonna put it to you this way. If you feel like certain twitches in the body muscle, especially like if you feel a tap on your shoulder, like you feel like your muscles twitch or something like that, 9 times out of 10, I mean, like, there is a meaning behind that. With the muscle twitches and stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're stressed. It can lead to stress or whatever, but sometimes it's like if you're not even in that mode, you feel what I'm saying? Like, literally, it's your spirit guide trying to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may grab the back fat, you know what I'm saying? Or like they poke you in the chest or something. But either way, like, you'll feel these twitches, and this is your spirit guide trying to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? So don't ignore those signs, pretty much. You feel what I'm saying? Otherworld, they're trying to get you to step into a different realm, pretty much. Like, open up your heart. Like, clear out this gloomy energy that's going on around you. You feel what I'm saying? I kind of feel like this has some type of outside influence. Like, somebody's pushing this on you, and you're like pushing this away, which is the reason why you're like kind of like, all right, well, whatever. Like, I'm blocking all this shit out, and that's good. But in the same sense, it's like, pay attention to your spirit guides. Sunsets in reverse. So it's like, realize that it's not over. So it's like, this would be all good things eventually come to an end. This is like, the journey is long. Like, you're nowhere near the finish line in regards to this journey. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is normally, to me, like with the sunset, it's like the part that never ends. So it's a journey that never ends for you guys in this reading, in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? Who's at the bottom of this? Victory, a loss. That could be the reason. Okay, now that makes sense why I'm seeing like this gloomy, overwhelming thing. So it's like you're having a hard time adapting to some type of change. Because like going back to what I see on the dice, it's change after change after change after change. The thing is that you're closing out cycles either way. So I kind of feel like whether it's old friends, people that you used to be involved with, the things that you used to care about, like people who are actually fucking you over that you care so much about, like they no longer exist to you anymore. Like you actually have closed out those chapters because of that, because you realize that you're not winning with them. It's always a loss. You know what I'm saying? One of the Celestial Rim in reverse. Fuck it, we'll keep using these. Beyond fear. Yeah, your spirit guides are trying to help you through something. And it's like you may not be paying attention. You could be disassociated with it. You know what I'm saying? Like breaking away from spiritual routines. You know what I'm saying? Waking up, thanking God for another day. Asking God to, you know, guide your steps, things of that nature. And it's because of the fear of the unknown. It's like you've embarked on a new journey. 8 and 9 too. That makes 17. So in the same sense, it's like being comfortable in one skin in order to constantly keep moving forward, because a 7 would be on that journey. It'd be a chariot, you feel what I'm saying? Like moving forward. That's also like having intuitive messages in the same sense. So it's like I say, with someone not being connected with their spirit guides, they're missing the intuitive messages all out of fear. To live comfortable is to live uncomfortable, Scorpio. Sun rises in reverse. You probably do your best work at night. You feel what I'm saying? I'm seeing like late night sacrifice, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? I do see that out here, and it gives you anxiety. You may feel guilty because you're not able to sit here and be there for your family or for a loved one, things of that nature. So it's like, don't spend so much time beating yourself up on the things that you don't have control over. Olympus, because you're trying to get to the kingdom. You're trying to find happiness and peace. Your ancestors and God, they're about to split the seed. They're going to split the seed for you so you can get right in there. Like they're literally guiding your steps. Like I kind of feel like you said in your prayers, like, God, can you guide my steps? Use me as a vessel. And it's like you just didn't specify how you wanted to be used. And God's like, all right, bet. Well, I need you to do it this, that, and the third. And you're like, huh? I don't. Yeah. This is the reason why you got to be very specific. So yet again, I remind you guys about Lionsgate. Like Lionsgate is when, you feel what I'm saying? Like that's the best time to start praying, because it's like that's when our prayers are gonna go up untouched. We don't have to worry about God receiving our prayers in a beat up packages. You know what I'm saying? One of us ascend in reverse. Master in reverse. This feels like someone's not ready. So someone's not ready to ascend. Okay, so baby steps. You got to crawl before you walk. Yeah, you got to crawl before you walk, because the victory is at the bottom of the deck is still in reverse. Crawling before you walk. In the same sense, like if you're rushing something too, Scorpio, it's not going anywhere. Like whatever this is that you're chasing is meant for you. So don't be in a rush. Don't be so apprehensive to try to get something done to the point where you lose control. You know, this would be like a series of misfortunate events. If I add this up, this will give me 30. That breaks down to the 3. So it's like, are you going to expand or are you going to see some delays? What I'm seeing is like these delays right now are actually beneficial to you. So it's like, even though you know what the end game is, in the same sense, it's like, you know, when you're about to go through a bad situation, you just want to hurry up and get it over with. This is one of them situations where it's like it has a beautiful outcome. You know what I'm saying? So this loss is actually a blessing, if that makes any sense. One on this other world. Do not enter. No access to the other world. No access to the other world. That means I feel like you maybe have cut off your access. Like you're blocking out the noise around you. And this is what the problem is. Like you're not listening to your inner voice. And that's disturbing some type of peace. That's going to cause some type of guilt, some type of frustration. That's going to make it hard for you to communicate with people. People are going to basically people are going to interpret what you're saying in a wrong manner. So, in the same sense, understand where all the anxiety is coming from. Take some time to yourself. Land of dreams. You're going to have to stop sleeping on yourself. No choice. You have no choice but to stop sleeping on yourself, basically. So in the same sense, like, if you're rushing, slow down. That's what I'm being told to tell you. There's no reason to be apprehensive. Like, everything has its moment, pretty much. Everything has a time and a moment. There's a time and a place for everything. Not what you want to force it. You feel what I'm saying? So basically just be careful, Scorpio, in the month of August so far. Underworld is in reverse. This kind of feels like somebody's afraid to come out the shadows in this position here. One being scared to step into the shadows. Step out of the shadows, excuse me. This isn't the end all be all. Like, you can always change and alter your situations. So don't beat yourself up. Change is inevitable. I've mentioned that earlier. One of us sunset in reverse. Scorpio, what's popping? Birth is in reverse. So this is somebody who's stuck in their ways. Somebody probably feels dead inside. I'm picking up like some type of depression. And this can actually leave somebody stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at it this way. People who are... Okay, let me not say it this way. People who don't have financial freedom are usually frustrated. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to people who have the financial freedom to do things that they want to. So I'm not necessarily saying that someone's broke, because there are ups and downs. You feel what I'm saying? There's times where we got it, we can do it. And there's other times where it's like, all right, we got to sit here and wait. So I kind of feel like that's what you're having to sit here and balance, is like the hurry up and wait game. Hurry up and wait. Like everything picks up and then it slows down. Picks up and slows down. You feel what I'm saying? So in the same sense, like, learn to have more patience. The opposite of birth of death. The opposite of birth is death. And also this could be is like you may not be wanting to let something or someone go. Wishing that it would never end. Not seeing the bigger picture, basically. You see what I'm saying? So this feels like very apprehensive. So it's like, in the same sense, like now it's like your spirit guides are, you know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like what you're going through in the month of August, it's a wake-up call. Especially like with the land of dreams. This gives me like wake-up call energy. You have no choice but to sit here and face it, even though you don't want to. So something you've been avoiding, now you're being sat down. You're going to have to go ahead and deal with it either way. No matter how you flip the coin. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to take the rest of this to Patreon. You guys are more than welcome to join. You know what I'm saying? It's just a small extended. The link to the Patreon will be in the description box below. Actually, the link to my Patreon, like I say, it is in the description box below. But the link to this extended video will be in the comment section. Okay? So, much love and light to you guys, YouTube. No hard feelings if I don't see you guys on there. But hey, gotta do what I gotta do, man. Peace.